Well, it's good to be back. We've had to kind of break our routine a little bit because we actually had some snow. Now, I'm not talking about southern snow. We actually had like 4 to 6 inches where I live, and it made the roads treacherous. And of course, we just kind of took the week off. But we're glad the sun has come out and melted everything. And so we're back to our happy selves now. We're going to continue talking about this, the parable that Jesus tells that we call the parable of the rich fool. You remember the story. A man has very productive land. He has an overabundance at his harvest. So he says, what will I do with all of these crops? I know I will tear down my old barns. I will build new barns. And then I will say to my soul, soul, you have all that you need. Eat, drink, be merry, enjoy your life. And God says, fool, tonight your soul will be required of you, and then who will spend all that you have saved? Jesus then ends the story with this warning. This is how it is, he says, with someone who stores up treasures for themselves, but is not rich toward God. Now, there's a couple of wrong assumptions that we make when we read this parable. This parable is not about money. A lot of us go, well, see, this is one more story that proves money is bad and to be careful of money and all that. Money is neutral. Money has no feelings. Money has no conscience. Money has no will. Money doesn't do anything because money decided to do it. Money, it does what we tell it to do. It is invested in those places that we choose to invest it. And it's in those moments of choice, the moments that we choose, where to put our money that makes money either good or bad. Now, if you're using it to buy drugs, okay, then money is bad. If you are using money to feed the hungry, okay, then money is good. It's the same dollar, but it's what you do with it that matters. The problem isn't money. Jesus never identifies money as being the problem. Pay attention to what he says. He says, be careful of greed. Now, what is greed? Greed is this craving for more. Not for what you have. It's the inability to be content. I always have to have more. I've got to have more money. I've got to have a bigger house, a bigger car, a faster boat, a bigger computer, more clothes, more shoes, more and more and more and more and more and more. If I get season tickets, then I want a season tickets in a box. If I get season tickets in a box, then I want to own the stadium. On and on it goes, and you're never satisfied. You are never where you are. You are never with who you are with. You are simply always planning to get more. Jesus says your life isn't defined by the abundance of your possessions. And this thing about getting more will destroy your life. You will always be trying to get what is next. Never happy where you are. And you know people like this. You've met them. You may be one of them. They have everything that you think a person could want. And they are restless. They are miserable because they've already got their eye on the next house, the next car, the next boat, the next business opportunity, on and on and on it goes. I tell you this story all the time. There's always a little guy who's telling his wife, if you'll just let me get a little boat, little John boat, it's all I want, little 10, 12-foot John boat. I put a little motor on the back. I just want to go fishing for a little bit, and I'll be so relaxed, and I'll enjoy that. And he goes, finally gets it, and he goes fishing in his little boat with his little 25 horsepower Evinrude on the back. And he is so happy until he sees a bigger boat. Then he hates his boat. He hates his little 25 horsepower engine. He hates everything. Nothing's changed. He's still the same guy in the same little boat he was in a few minutes ago, but now his imagination has been teased with the thing of owning a bigger boat. You see, the problem with the boats, it's still you in the boat. You're the same guy in the little boat that you will be in the big boat. It's not about money. It's not about what you have and don't have. Your life isn't defined by the amount of your possessions. It's defined by who you are. is defined by whose you are. And if you're loved by Jesus and you are alive in that love, it doesn't matter which boat you're in. That's why Paul's able to write, I've learned to be content in every situation. It's not about money. It's about the greed, this craving to define yourself, to prove yourself by always having more. But your life is more than the abundance of your possessions. I'll give you about 60 seconds to think about this one, and I'll see you tomorrow.